Hello everyone, Flick here, it's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we're taking a look at Soul Thief, a Wizard's Lizard 2. I actually covered a Wizard's Lizard twice in this series, once when it was in the early access stage, fairly early on, and then again at release, so we might do the same thing here for the sequel. It's by Lost Decade Games, and it's going to be available via the Steam Early Access program as of April 5th. I think you'll be seeing this a couple of days before that, so I don't have a price of what it's going to be at hand yet, but you can check it out at a link I'll put in the description box below. Anyway, Wizard's Lizard, it played like Isaac. If you want the most basic comparison, you were playing as this little lizard called Ragna, I think, or Raga, and you were trying to free your master from Death's clutches in the first one. In this one, you've passed away, and the wizard has given you the ability to soul switch, because he kind of brought your soul back. But anyway, we'll jump into play here, and we'll carry on with the game I've been playing for a little bit. Yeah, so you got brought back and this is now your room, and I don't actually know why you've to kind of go do stuff this time. You get given our house is cursed. Okay, sorry. Our house is cursed. That's the storyline for this one. We also tend to get given tasks by this guy for each run that we do, like say kill 5 of an enemy type and you unlock tokens which you can buy new toys with. As far as I'm aware, the toys don't do anything, it's just for the aesthetics of your room here. I got this bone thing, it doesn't seem to do anything. I got the ball and that bounces though. Also, is the music a little bit loud? That seems okay actually, for now. So yeah, I unlocked the ball. So unlike in a Wizard's Lizard 1, you don't just have like a basic knife attack as your standard. Your standard attack in this game is an AoE around you as a little tail flip thing here, and when Y is my soul switching power, which kind of bounces off walls and whatnot, as you can see. And the A button, which currently has nothing in it, is for limited use items, like for example a fan of fire knives. Now they're pretty rare, or were pretty rare in this build when I first played it. I've been speaking to one of the developers, or the developer, I can't remember if it's a one-man team, Gregory, about some stuff that I'll get into more later on, but he also mentioned that they're going to rework the A button items a little bit more. I hope they make them more frequent, because in my few games I've played, I only got them once, which is a little bit of a shame. But anyway, let's jump into a room. Oh, we got a shop straight away. The shopkeeper's a dog now, don't question it. So these are temp items, but we do not have any gold yet. So that's the one I was talking about, the fan of fire. And then there's also a blink teleport, that said, I think. Where's this one? Oh no, I want the middle one. Yeah, teleports the caster a short distance forwards, and then lava bombs. Alright, so we get some money, we can afford them. I don't think these ever drop money, sadly. Oh, no, that was tickets. That was tickets to unlock toys, so that is not money. Although that does confirm you can indeed get something. Anyway, let's get into combat. So, there is enemies in here somewhere. Oh yes, the ink balls. They kind of spit at you. So, I can attack enemies, but I can also kind of get inside their bodies. Now, I can do it for this last enemy. So, I am now able to freely leave this room as this enemy. And if you notice in the top left, my health bar has changed from 4 hearts to 2. That's because this has 2, and it's got the basic attack there, it's firing ink. I can, if I want, take this into the next room instead and leave my body protected back there. What you've got to be really careful of, though, is if you die while in something else's body, in this case, the ink thing, you do die. You get a game over. And that's kind of like the crux of the main issue I have with this soul switching thing. And I have spoken at length to Gregory about it. But anyway, so because my body's through another room, I can't actually switch out. You need keys for those. Oh, one more globe. Although we didn't get given the side mission to destroy globes, annoyingly, which would have been perfect because we got most of them in this room. Alright, we'll go back and we'll take our body back, which in turn will lock this room again until we kill this enemy. But there we are, and we got 1 gold coin. Alright, well if I get a key I can go back. So the issues I have with the soul switching is, well actually I have 5 HP, not 4. Is for one, the change in HP. It's hard to notice because it's all the way up there in the left corner, especially if you're trying to focus on fighting. So most of my runs that I lost that I played off camera were purely because I'd lost track of how much HP the thing I'd possessed had. So in my mind it shouldn't be that you instantly lose when something you've possessed with dies. Also, is this a puzzle? It appears to be a puzzle where I need to shove these onto the doors, which is easy enough. Yeah, I feel like you should lose a full heart, but not necessarily die. At the very least. That was a swing and a miss. These are traps, by the way, they just explode as a mine. The first boss, once we fight him, does that a lot. Also, oh, that's reset in case you mess up the trap. Good. So yeah, I don't fully like the implementation of the soul switching mechanic. I preferred when it was just an Isaac-like where you had knives and things. Now, I did ask about, you know, did you get any feedback regarding the soul switching about how people enjoy it and how they think it perhaps needs changed if they do? And apparently it's been relatively well received. Oh, we'll go back to that locked room now. So maybe I'm just in the minority rather, that I'm more used to Isaac, I guess. It just didn't gel with me as much. Oh, we can also afford something. Maybe I should see what's in the chest first in case I get one of these type of things for free. The chest room was over here, right? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, so maybe I'm just in the minority, and it's up to you to decide. Let's go for purple. I did get a temp item. Time warp slows time. That's not as good as an aggressive item, I feel. We'll make use of it against the boss, and then I can still go buy a shop item before I leave the floor. I mean, there is other rooms to be cleared. We don't really need to, but let's try this item actually. Yeah, so it's just a few seconds of slow. But my most effective runs were runs where I didn't use the soul switching. I got the furthest in a run where I didn't do it at all. And I don't feel like that's the way it should be. Right, let's go fight the boss. Oh wait, no, I don't have the boss key yet. I knew I was missing something. Well then, let's hope it's down here. Right, the books. I took damage to kill 2 of them. We will get a chest for doing this. He almost killed himself. Oh, Will-o'-the-wisp. Shoot little magical creatures that pass through walls, maybe. That's better than what I have, plus I have more charges of it. Alright, that works out. Also, the music got a little bit louder. I think the shop music at the very least is the same as in the first one. And this sounds kind of familiar to me, but I have been playing this version, so maybe I'm just used to it now. Oh yeah, they kinda, yeah, okay. Kinda pierce these enemies, that's good. It's like I've got Wiggle Worm. Easy enough to avoid. Again, yes, I could be possessing one of these books. I don't really see the need. Boss key, that's the one I want. It's actually just a key version of me, which is a little bit disturbing. But okay, let's go fight the boss and we'll see how we do. And I probably can just hold on to my money now as well. There wasn't a heal in the shop. So yeah, it's probably for the best. Right, boss. I think it's always the same boss on this first floor. It's the painting, yeah. Possessed painting. So he just spawns a bunch of mines around himself and like over the room. If you destroy certain things in the room, it will spawn enemies. I guess both to make it harder on you and also to give you possession options. But again, found the best thing to do, just hit him a lot. I hate being limited to melee range, so that's why I miss just having like a standard knife throwing attack from the first Wizard's Lizard. He's almost dead. Did accidentally summon a couple of enemies, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? It was probably the Will-o'-the-wisps that accidentally broke the scenery, right? But anyway, there's the first boss dead. And we got 5 prize tickets. Maybe they give you permanent stat increases and they just aren't telling you about it yet. Anyway, we can't do anything with the shop on this floor, so we're good to go. So it's kitchen next. Animated kitchen, apologies. The music on this floor is a lot more serious. Also, you can kind of just behead the chicken if you want. He does eventually die, I think, even if I don't hit him again. Maybe not. Okay. I'll put you out of your misery. I felt bad. Alright, so we have like gelatin, cherry shooting spammers in here, and a whole bunch of other enemies. Again, yeah, I could possess them. I play more effectively when I don't. So I'm not gonna. Plus, enemies have variable maximum HP, obviously. Like, the jelly is not going to have the same HP as the chicken, so you have to try and memorize how much HP things have compared to you. I don't find it intuitive. That's the long and short of it. Oh, I didn't realise the freezer was an enemy, actually. First time I've run into them. But you seem like you might be tanky. Alright. Never mind. The other one got killed. I was going to possess that just to see how its HP was. Hopefully we need to, well, hopefully we find the shop first because we need HP. This is not all the clam enemies, yes, I remember these. The other thing about possessing in a room with combat is you have to hide your body because you can still be attacked. Alright, we can freeze enemies. Does that do damage though? No. What about, oh, I can still use my A button prompt though. Alright, so I have to kind of combo them then. Can't freeze a freeze enemy, that makes sense. Alright, let's go back to our main body then and missed. And kill the rest of these enemies. I also didn't look at how much HP they have in total, but it's like 4, right? Five, same as me then. Alright, let's go. Also, I am going to turn down the music a little bit. I'm finding this track a lot louder than the previous floors. Continue. Oh good, possessed pig heads. There's also possessed knives. That's another enemy I forgot about. Well, I'd quite like to possess one of these to see what they can do. There we are. Oh, they only have 3 HP. And I'm now down to 2. So I want my body back, thank you. See, that's the closest I've come to dying because I was playing around with the soul stealing mechanic. Oh, the chicken hit me! Oh, so we found the boss. Haven't seen the boss of this floor actually because I've always died on this floor. And that might happen again unless I find a shop with a heal in it real soon. Ah! No heal though. What is this? Grants immunity to all damage for 5 seconds. Increases tail whip damage by 100%, so that'll make me do 2 instead of 1. I do want this. I'll take the tickets as well because I'm probably going to die anyway. We'll take any more tickets. I've doubled my damage, that's always good. I haven't tried hitting the dog in this one, by the way. You could fight the shopkeeper, who is like a Spelunky parody in the first one. We still need to find the boss key before we can... Let's go back here actually and try down. Before we can face the boss of this floor. Do keep in mind though, as I think I said at the start, it's early access. They used early access for the first game as well to get feedback on things. So if you see promise and you enjoyed the first Wizard's Lizard, do consider contributing your opinion even if you aren't going to buy in to help fund the game. On how this compares, oh we are very close to death now, these knives are a pain. Alright, I saved myself at the last second I think. Although if your main body dies while you're possessing something, I believe you still lose because you can't get back to your... Oh, that's an enemy? Apparently it was. Still have 1 more HP than my body has right now, so we'll stay for now, and then... Oh, no charges. Back to the body. Well, we survived, but don't rate my chances here. Ooh, that was very lucky right there. Oh, okay. If we get this chest, it could have a heal in it. Add a key. We haven't found any other locked chests, so that's actually no good. That's a shame. Maybe in here? Oh no, more knives. Maybe do stay still for a little while after firing forwards. I can kill them in 2. Ah! Oh, right in the face. Look at my guts. I saw my heart there. Well, that was okay. So let's go to play again, and now I can use those tickets I got to buy more things. So the beehive is 5, or the others are locked. We'll buy the beehive. Doubles the charge of killer bees. Oh, what have I done? I made 2 of them by pushing into it. I don't know what killer bees are. I assume it's an equipable item, so these are permanent increases then to your stats. That's okay then. I'm glad that they've left in some kind of permanent upgrade system to make your runs easier. What's he saying now? I guess he stopped giving side quests after I did them all. Just a shame. Because there wasn't that many. Alright, we're into another run. I don't really have much more to say at present because I'd like to see how the finished game ends up after it goes through the early access process. Early access did help out Wizard's Lizard 1 and it has released, and as far as I'm aware it was fairly well received and I liked it. Didn't have enough variety though, compared to the usual kind of roguelikes I enjoy. That's really the only problem I had with it. So, I have problems with soul switching. I don't like it as a mechanic. I miss being able to attack at range. However, if they are going to make the A button items more common, and most of them are aggressive based, so now I've got a heal one right now, but most of them are some form of attack or something that helps you attack. That will definitely help. I'd also like to see the soul thing changed a little bit. There's a few different ways to do it, like if the thing you're possessed dies, you only lose 1 heart instead of die instantly. Let me just double check it isn't that you lose 1 health. No, yeah, you just lose entirely even though I had 3 HP. I don't like that mechanic, and that's a great shame, because that's kind of like the focus of A Wizard's Lizard 2. But anyway, as it says there, it's going to get weekly updates when it comes into early access. You'll be able to check it out at the link in the description box below. Also, I just got Skyped. I encourage you to check out the first Wizard's Lizard for sure. That still gets my recommendation. The second one, I think it needs work. But that's just me. I'm apparently in the minority, based on the discussions I had with the developer. Hope you enjoyed anyway. Thanks very much for watching, and ta-ta for now.